Greetings fellow tank commanders. In this video I'm going to be showing you several ranked battles that I played with the Nomad. This is a tier 8 French premium heavy tank armed with an auto-loading 100mm cannon. The first battle I'm playing is on Ghost Town. For all of these games, my tank is equipped with an enhanced gun laying drive, improved ventilation, and a vertical stabilizer, and I'm using a French crew which has 12 crew skills and perks. To start off the game, I've gone to an area of the map which is flat, with good potential to unload my clip and run away. At the start of the game I signaled this area, but none of my teammates came with me, so now I'm just taking up the role of a flanker, which will work very well for the Nomad. In previous tier 8 ranked battles I favored using the T-34. I liked its variety of defensive capabilities, and it's an effective tank to trade shots with. But this time I want to try out the Nomad with its clip potential, and it's got a nice strong upper front plate, which I've been able to bounce a fair amount of shots with. So for this battle I'm just separated from the bulk of my team. I didn't see a point in trying to regroup and have all of us shooting at the enemies from the same direction, so I kept pushing around the outside, and fortunately my teammates did a great job at holding the enemy's attention. This isn't the fastest tank to be using for a flank, but it's got a long reload time, so it gives me something to do during it. After the IS-3 got destroyed, I was tempted to reload so I could engage the enemies on a full clip, but the game was moving pretty quick, so I decided to just get those 2 shots in case it ended before my reload was done. A solid defense by the enemy here to keep this a close game, but I've been out of harm's way the whole time, so I still got all my hit points. I saw that my Tiger 2 teammate shot here and he's on low hit points, so I just dove in for the save. Now let's check the post-game stats and see how I did. For this game I earned 88,000 silver and 2,300 experience. In this game I dealt 3,070 damage and destroyed 1 enemy. Not a bad contribution for a 4-minute game, and I was a little late getting to the action. I placed at the top of my team, earning a base XP of 1,394. I managed to hit with all 11 of my shots and penetrate 10 of those. That was a good example of how devastating the Nomad can be when you get around a flank. Using an autoloader clip to take out an enemy in a short amount of time means a lot more in a ranked battle, since there's not as deep of a lineup to dig into in the late game. This second game I'm playing is on Pilsen, and this time I'm just adding another gun to the brawling area. I had played some pretty unsuccessful games on Pilsen before this, because I would overextend a little bit to unload my clip early, but my teammates tended to be a little slower on the charge. But this time I've got 2 medium tanks and a heavy tank close by to support the charge. I don't tend to get too excited about these ranked battles. I don't enjoy the way they're designed. You get better rewards the higher up you go on the ranked ladder, a lot like the regular earn ops in multiplayer, but to have the points only be able to increase when you win doesn't make it feel like it's based on your own competitive skill. You can't platoon up and you're not with the same teammates every game, so it makes winning battles feel quite random. So I get discouraged if I'm putting up multiple high performance games in a row and not moving anywhere in the ranking. For me, I'd rather see the progression designed like the earn ops, getting points for not only winning, but for capturing the base, dealing damage, or destroying enemies. That way your advancement reflects your performance from each game. I think progression based off of just winning is more appropriate for clan wars, because for me, I feel it makes this individual player event feel quite negative. Those are my thoughts on the current ranked battle system. Feel free to let me know what you think of the ranked battles in the comments. The bulk of my team did a great job this game sticking together and combining our firepower. It moved quite fast, but I was able to get in a lot of damage. Now let's check the post-game stats and see how I did. For this game I earned 108,000 silver and 2,728 experience. In this game I dealt 3,667 damage, assisted with 297 damage, and destroyed one enemy. I placed at the top of my team, earning a base XP of 1,653. I managed to hit 12 of my 13 shots and penetrate all of those. The Nomad's been performing quite well for me in those head-on battles, where I've got a lot of support, but where I can deal a lot of damage to one enemy. That way my team can take him out quickly and we get a numbers advantage. Because otherwise you can end up spreading your damage out over 3 or 4 tanks, and during that time the enemy's got another gun active just wearing your team down as well. This next battle I'm playing is on Corellia. This is quite an open map for ranked battles, and all that distance tends to not work in the Nomad's favor. You end up trading shots or trying to make these long distance snipes, which really affect your reliability. So being in this middle hill area works out really well for me. I can support the close quarters heavy tank battle on the edge of the map, and it gives me a chance to respond to the push going through the middle of the map. With flexibility like that, it can make it pretty hard on the enemy if they try to do something on either flank to try and get map control. I was a little indecisive here, but since I have such an awkward reload time and there's not very many tanks left in the game, I just decided to regroup with my tank destroyer teammates to gain that strength in numbers. Oh, what a kill steal. Now let's check the post-game stats and see how I did. For this game I earned 62,000 silver and 2,329 experience. In this game I dealt 2,309 damage and destroyed 4 enemies while blocking 390 damage. This placed me second on the team with a base XP of 1,411. But the real hero here was our T-28 prototype with a monster game. 1,720 base XP and 4,146 damage. This battle is on Hemelsdorf, and it's probably the map I've been having most trouble with using the Nomad in these ranked battles. I have to be able to get in close to use my clip properly, and the way this map works is you're able to peek out and dive back behind cover after just one shot, so I've been finding it quite difficult to have successful games here. I feel my tank is a little too slow to go up the hill, and I don't really want to extend over to the one line, because if an enemy catches me while I'm on my reload, I'm pretty much doomed because there's nowhere easy to hide, and trying to regroup with teammates would probably put me at even more risk. But for this one, I ended up in a standstill along this flank, but my teammates did a great job on the other side of the map, so I opted to go for a little bit of a drive there. Even though it's going to cost me a lot of time, it'll be more productive than what I'm doing over here. A very slow start to that game, but a quick reposition made all the difference. We were a little slow coming in to save our ISM teammate, but we got to ram that Tiger 2 as payback. Now let's check the post-game stats and see how I did. For this game I earned 57,000 silver and 2,170 experience. In this game I dealt 2,116 damage and destroyed 3 enemies while blocking 240 damage. I placed at the top of my team, earning a base XP of 1,315, just 2 base XP above the IS-3. I managed to hit 10 of my 12 shots and penetrate 8 of those. Well, that's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed seeing those ranked battles with the Nomad. I've been having fun using the ranked battles to use the Nomad in different situations. With fewer tanks, there's a little less chaos, and that's allowed me to work on a few of my auto-loader strategies, which do need improvement. Stay tuned for more Awesome World of Tanks videos.